Well, it's a new way of thinking of social policy, of focusing not only on equality, on giving everybody the same rewards, but rather to focus more on equity, meaning giving everybody the same chances. It's interesting because the index essentially asks the question, how important are your personal circumstances when you are a child, like your skin color, of your gender, or the income of your family, or your birthplace? How important are those circumstances over which you have no control or responsibility for your access to the services that are necessary for you to succeed in life, like primary education, or nutrition, or electricity in your house, or connection to the internet? So what we are measuring here truly is, are the doors of development open to everybody before the game starts? It's the first time we can do this. It's a very exciting way of looking at social policy and more generally of looking at development. Well, this is the second edition of the Human Opportunity Index. It's still applied to Latin America. Not surprisingly, Latin America is the most unequal region in the world. But this time, it also compares Latin America with the rich countries. And that opens a new reality. For example, we found that Latin America has made a lot of progress over the last 15 years, and especially over the last 2, in giving more opportunities to all. The case of Mexico, for example, is very telling, a rapid increase. But at the same time, we find that the region as a whole, with all its economic success, with its commodity bonanza, is still far behind even the worst of the rich countries. That is, we have a lot to do. The good news is that governments have a lot that they can do to increase equity, meaning to increase opportunities for all. There is a lot they can do. To give you a few ideas, they can look at early childhood and realize that births that are assisted by professionals, be that a doctor or a nurse, predict a lot of good things happening to that child. Somebody is going to be monitoring the child. Somebody is going to be making sure that the child goes to school when school age starts. Vaccinations will happen. And that child will also have a birth certificate. He will exist. Okay? The same kind of thinking you can do for, say, adolescents. Okay? We know that the adolescents face a wall of opportunity, and sometimes those opportunities get cut because of risk. For example, the risk of teenage pregnancy or the risk of physical security. So social policy can focus on those risks early on and keep the opportunities open for the adolescents. And the same thing we can say for grown-ups. What can the state do to open opportunities to grown-ups? Well, a lot. Let me give you one example. The fact that you have title to your house makes you a different economic agent compared to somebody that doesn't have that title. The sheer capacity to demonstrate that this is your property allows you to access credit. These are some of the things that governments can do, and they're not necessarily costly, to open opportunities for all.